Hey guys, welcome to Anita Crochets. My name is Anita. Today we are making a crochet hexagon from which I have made a shirt, and the tutorial for the shirt as well will be coming soon. So let's get started on the hexagon so you can get to know the basics of it before we actually get into the tutorial for the shirt. Okay, the shirt tutorial will be on my channel this Wednesday. So first, I'm using a 6mm hook for the project. Even for the shirt project, I use the very same hook. Okay, and then yarn, I am using acrylic yarn. It is size 2 yarn. It is thin, that's why I'm doubling my strands. All right, so first you're going to get your yarn, make a slip knot, and here we are going to chain 4. Okay, and once you have all 4 chains, get back into the very first chain and work a slip stitch just like that. Now then we are going to chain 3, and the 3 chains are going to act as a double crochet stitch. So we get back into the ring that we have created with the chains that we worked and insert our hook in there, then work another double crochet, yarn over, work your 3rd double crochet just like that. I'm saying 3rd double crochet because the 3 chains also acted as a double crochet. Next thing, you work your chain and then get back into the ring and work a double crochet. So now we have 3 double crochets, a chain 1 and then another double crochet. Okay, so once again you get in there, work another double crochet. Again you work a double crochet, and when it becomes 3 we work 1 chain. Okay, because we are working in sets of 3. Now once again you work 3 double crochets into the ring just like that, and once you have all 3 double crochets you're going to chain 1. Again we work 3 double crochets. After that chain 1 we have done, you work 3 double crochets. All right, once you have 3, again we shall chain 1, because my intention is to have 6 sets of 3 double crochets. Okay, so you just keep counting all the sets of 3 double crochets that we have been having before we worked a chain. Once they are up to 6, okay, what happens, because now I'm working my very last set of 3, so I will chain 1 and work 3 double crochets once again into the ring just like that. And now from here, since I have all 3, I'm going to chain 1 and work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch of the 3 chains that started the row just like that. So my first row of my hexagon looks circular, but my next row will actually look better. So now I'm going to chain 3. We are not chaining 3 actually. I'll insert my hook into my loop, and now I'm going to work 2 slip stitches into the next 2 stitches. Okay, and my intention is to get me to the next chain 1 space. And once you're at the chain 1 space, you are now going to work 3 chains, because I told you those 3 chains are going to act as a double crochet stitch. All right, so keep in mind that that's a double crochet stitch. And once you have your 3 chains, you're going to yarn over and work 2 double crochets into that very same chain 1 space just like that. So we have a set of 3, and this is going to be my corner. So next thing is I will chain 1 and work 3 double crochets once again in that very same chain 1 space. Okay, so that's how we are going to be working our corners. Now chain 1, skip 3 stitches, then get into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets just like that. I'm sorry, I'm working from outside my balcony, so I keep getting some insects flying. So chain 1 once again and work 3 double crochets once again into that very same chain 1 space just like that. So you can see we are creating corners. Now again, we chain 1, skip 3, get into the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, work 3 double crochets once again into the very same chain 1 space. Chain 1 and skip 3 stitches, get into the next chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, 3 double crochets, all into the very same chain 1 space. Okay, so you do this for every chain 1 space all the way around. Okay, you see I have that one, which is more like the second last one. I am sorry if I'm working super fast. I have a baby that is 9 months, so when she sleeps, it's the time I have to do this. And in most cases, I try to rush through so that by the time she wakes up, at least I am, oh God, yeah. Funny thing is, when I spoke about her is when she woke up. Okay, but yes, we are going to continue with this and push through. Now, yeah, we are going to get into the very last chain gap, and there we are going to work 3 double crochets. Chain 1, 3 double crochets once again, all into that very same chain gap. Okay, so once you have that, we are now going to chain 1 and work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch of the 3 chains that started the row. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how it looks like. This is how it looks like. So now you have your hexagon. The moment you have all the sides or corners that you need to have for the shape that you're working for, yes, then you have it. What I'm going to do right now is show you how to increase like its size and also the number of rows so that you see it bigger. Okay, but the kind of V's that we have made for every corner are more like is what gives you knowledge of how to work your corners even if you weren't working this shape. So basically, to work any shape with the granny stripe, you need to learn how many corners does that shape have, and once you get started on working that shape, you need to make sure that the number of sets of 3 double crochets that you start with are equivalent to the number of corners for which you are working. All right, so to get started on your next row, you work 2 slip stitches, get into the next chain 1 space and work chain 3, which acts as a double crochet stitch, and then work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all into that very same stitch, okay, or space. Then into the next chain 1 space, you will chain 1 and skip 3 double crochets, and in there, because it's not a corner, we are just going to work 3 double crochets, all in that very same space. Then chain 1, skip 3, work 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1 and work another set of 3 double crochets. Okay, so it's in the corners that we work 2 sets of 3 double crochets, only in the corners, because that's the only way we can get to the other side. Okay, if you don't do that, your work is going to fold up. All right, now chain 1, skip 3 stitches and work 3 double crochets into the next space. Then when we get to the corner, once again we chain 1, skip 3 and work 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all into that very same chain 1 space. So that's how you work your corners. My hand moves very fast, I don't know, but at least I'm trying to speak slow so that you can get it. So once again, you chain 1 and skip 3 double crochets, work 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Again, you chain 1 and skip 3. Now that we are at the corner, we are going to work 2 sets of 3 double crochets, and just make sure you have 1 chain in between those 2 sets of Okay, So that's how you're going to keep working all the way around until you get to the end of your row. Yeah, so you just keep doing this until you get to the end of your row. I am going to be providing a written pattern for the shirt. Yeah, it's also going to be out by the time the video is out. So if some of you are not like familiar with following video tutorials, the written pattern is going to be super helpful, from teaching you how to make your hexagon to making the shirt. So yeah. Now you're just going to keep doing what I have told you to do until you get to the end of your row, and that's where I'm going to meet you and then tell you what to do next. And once you get to the end of your row, you see that we have that chain one space right there. So in there we are just going to work 3 double crochets, and once we have all 3 double crochets, we shall then chain 1 and work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch of the 3 chains that started the row. All right there. So that's where we insert our hook and work a slip stitch. So that's how you actually get to make your hexagon. You can actually use this for a coaster or something, but the purpose for it is up to you, totally up to you. I just needed to share with you the basic of working any shape with the granny stripe, maybe granny square, maybe granny hexagon, any shape that you want. Just make sure you know the number of corners that it has, and the sets of 3 double crochets that you start with should be equivalent to the number of corners for whichever shape that you're making. Okay, so to get more wider and wider and wider with this, you just make sure that you keep the corners, working 2 sets of 3 double crochets into the corners. But here you find that the number will increase, because initially before the corner we had 1 set of 3 double crochets. On the next row it will be 2 sets of 3 double crochets before a corner. Then on the next row it will be 3 sets of 3 double crochets before the corner. But just keep in mind that whenever you get to the corner, it is 2 sets of 3 double crochets, and in that way you can go wider and wider. I am thinking of making a halter top from this. I don't know if we, lose the upper bit and just work wider from here, or maybe I need to use the pentagon shape, not this one. Yeah. But yes, for whichever purpose this can work for, you have it. Now let me show you how it looks like when it is actually made to a width wide enough to cover up at least half of your upper body. So this is it. I have worked it with numerous colors, so I kept changing for that vibrant look, and this is how it looks like. You can see where I started from, and in total here I have 11 rows, but it is already too wide. So I guess this is one trick that you can use to make shirts and go away with making your shirt in a day, because honestly If I can have 11 rows this wide to cover half of my body, I am so into making these granny stripe shirts, honestly. But yes, this is how it looks like. So let me meet you all in my next tutorial when I am showing you how to make a shirt out of this hexagon. And I hope you all will be in love with this one, because honestly I had so much fun making this. It builds up so quick and easy. So let me see you all on Wednesday when we make the shirt. Goodbye.